playing a game of hide and seek. Am I behind the bush? Am I behind the tree? Am I behind the Roadrunner? No, fun fact, I was actually behind the camera. And it's kind of funny because you guys were able to hear me because I'm mic'd up. I'm not gonna lie, I did have a better intro planned out, but the first time, my spot got ruined by some crackheads. The second time got rained out. Nothing you could do about that. Yeah, it kind of sucked because like the second time had like this cool little secluded area. Now you can see I'm like out in the middle of the open, which I don't know how people do. I don't know how people do like TikToks and TikTok lives like out in the public because I don't fucking like this. This is just weird for me. But the second one, it was in like a nice little secluded area. And then it started raining. No, it's starting to rain. Which will explain this. So since it started raining, I went home, waited for the rain to pass, and I come back out to here, and I hit a big puddle. But before I just start kind of yapping, I do want to give 3 shout outs. One, I want to give a shout out to Josh for lending me this. He's letting me use the old DJI, the Pocket. It was my old camera that I sold it to him, not gave. Shout out Josh. I want to give a shout out to Dylan. There's a fish right there. I want to give a shout out to Dylan. I'll get to more on that in a second. And then third, I want to give a shout out to Voro. But to kind of keep you guys kind of focused while I just yap, I'm going to go ahead and play some Subway Surfer right here throughout the video just so you guys have something to watch while I basically just sit here and yap. So kind of like the whole purpose of this video is kind of just like a little news update. I know it's not going to be very long. I'm sorry, there's literally nothing I could do. I'm surprised. Oh, I'll give a shout out to the Roadrunner. I'm surprised it got me here with all the problems I've been having. But she got me here. She's almost dead because I have just neglected her for 2-ish months now, however long since I've been having this problem. But yeah, I have some news. It's some pretty good news. So by the time you guys are seeing this, today is August 14th. It's Wednesday.
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
You guys will be seeing this on Thursday, August 15th. I have this proof right here that Voro is getting their batteries in stock, in inventory, whatever. They're restocking up on their batteries. And they said they are going to ship me out my battery as soon as possible. But anywho, while I was waiting to like kind of hear from Voro, I did find, this is where I want to give the shout out to Dylan. And I want to give him a shout out because Voro sent him the manual and not me. So thank you, Dylan. Voro, what the hell? Why did I not get a manual? But we were able to find out the flashing 7 on the little display. It basically means that the motors were overheating. So it makes sense on why the motors were overheating. We're doing a lot of uphill riding. It was hotter than fucking piss out there. Shout out Dylan for, helping me out getting the manual. Voro, if you're watching this, you watch Dylan's. I would like a manual of my own. Oh, and there was like another thing I wanted to talk about. I know Voro's gonna get their new stock on batteries. But what is up with the supercharger or the fast charger? I kind of, since the whole situation kind of happened, since the last video really, I kind of just gave no attention to the Roadrunner, gave no attention to Voro's website. I think it was like on Monday. That's when I started emailing them to make sure when they got their inventory in. I went on the website and their fast charger is out of stock again. Voro, please I don't know who I'm asking at Voro, but please stock up like a fuck ton of fast chargers so that way I can get one, that way Dylan can get one. Just a really big inconvenience that this takes 9 hours to charge from a dead battery. So a fast charger, my finger almost got stuck. So a fast charger would be nice to have because it's just like, dude, I don't have all the time in the world to be sitting on the website waiting for this thing to go back in stock. And then it's like it goes in stock. You got these freaking vultures just swipe up the fast chargers. But now this is where I kind of want to talk about the little shout out to Voro. Is I have been on their customer support like nobody's business. I'm probably more than the employees themselves, which is just insane. I've just been constantly asking them. But yeah, I basically been in both of Voro's ears. Just when are you guys getting the batteries in stock? Blah blah blah. And they've I don't want to say any names. I'll just give the initial to the person I've been talking to the most, D, shout out D. Basically kind of just been, not harassing, but I basically just been asking them the same question over and over for a long period of time just to really make sure on when you guys are going to be the batteries back in stock. It's I feel like that's all I really needed to talk about was just to tell you guys when when they're getting their batteries, when I'm expecting to get my battery, which is next week, or at least they told me a week from when they get their batteries, tomorrow, the 15th. But it's like, I feel like I should have wrote a list down of things like to talk about, but I feel like that's just like the 3 things. Just want to give the shout outs to the homies, Dylan, Josh, Voro. Makes me kind of mad because I didn't wear my helmet, obviously. I didn't really expect to go and bouncing from place to place to place. So I was like, I don't really want to wear my helmet because it's obviously incredibly hot. So it makes me kind of mad that I didn't get my shoe getting absolutely fucking destroyed on camera. All the good stuff never happens on camera. Next week or the week after, I will probably be doing a vlog type style video because me, Dylan, and Michaela were going to the last preseason, the last Broncos preseason game. So that'd be kind of fun. I'm gonna try and figure out a way to incorporate that into like a video in of itself. Anyways, I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the video here. If you guys ever go out riding, just remember to keep it on 2 wheels. Much love, and I will see you in the next one. Later.
Wanna get a mansion, a jacuzzi, a theater to watch my movies, couple whips and lots of fancy things. The kids they call it